In 1802, archaeologists found the bones of a young girl in the catacombs of Priscilla in Rome, along with a vial containing dried blood and an inscription that read Pax tecum Philomena, peace be with you, Philomena. This discovery marked the beginning of the devotion to Saint Philomena. The relics were transferred to Magnano del Cardinale, Italy, with the authorization of Pope Pius VII. Upon arrival, many miracles began to be reported. Sick people were healed, and other special graces were attributed to the intercession of Saint Philomena. This phenomenon attracted many faithful and increased her fame. One of the most notable miracles was the healing of Pauline Yaricot, founder of the Society for the Propagation of the Faith. She was gravely ill, but after praying to Saint Philomena and touching her relics, she was miraculously healed. This event further strengthened the belief in the saint's powers of intercession. The devotion to Saint Philomena spread rapidly throughout Europe and beyond. Churches and chapels were dedicated to her, and numerous pilgrims began to visit Magnano del Cardinale to venerate her relics and seek her intercession. The discovery of the relics was a crucial moment that transformed the young martyr into a central figure of faith. Today, Saint Philomena continues to be a highly venerated saint, and her relics are a powerful symbol of faith and miracles. The discovery in Rome was the beginning of a devotion that continues to grow. After the discovery of the relics, mystical revelations about the life of Saint Philomena began to emerge. A religious sister named Sister Maria Luisa di Gesù reported that Saint Philomena appeared to her and told her story. According to these revelations, Philomena was a Greek princess who lived in the 3rd century. Philomena made a vow of chastity, promising to dedicate her life to God. However, the Roman Emperor Diocletian fell in love with her and wanted to marry the young princess. When Philomena refused, she was imprisoned and subjected to various tortures to make her renounce her faith and accept the marriage. Despite the tortures, Philomena maintained her unwavering faith. According to the visions, she was scourged, had an anchor tied around her neck, and was thrown into the sea, but she was miraculously saved by angels. These visions reinforced popular devotion, showing the strength and faith of the young martyr. The revelations about Philomena's life helped the Church and the faithful to better understand her sanctity and the reason for her martyrdom. Although there are no detailed historical records, these mystical stories fueled the faith and devotion to Saint Philomena, showing everyone her example of courage and faith. These visions and revelations became an important part of the story of Saint Philomena, demonstrating the power of faith and the strength of her intercession. From these stories, the figure of Saint Philomena was solidified as a symbol of purity, courage, and miracles. Philomena was very young when she was martyred, which makes her story even more touching. According to the revelations, she was only 13 years old when she was imprisoned for keeping her vow of chastity. Philomena's youth highlights her extraordinary courage and faith in God. Diocletian, furious at Philomena's refusal, ordered that she be subjected to brutal tortures. She was scourged and had an anchor tied around her neck to be thrown into the sea. Miraculously, Philomena was saved by angels, showing divine intervention in her life. Even after this miracle, Philomena continued to suffer for her faith. She was shot with arrows, but again survived miraculously. Diocletian, enraged, ordered that she be executed, and thus Philomena finally achieved martyrdom, remaining faithful to the end. The story of Saint Philomena shows a young girl who, despite her age, had unshakable faith and indomitable determination. Her life and martyrdom are a powerful example of courage for the faithful, inspiring those who face challenges in their own lives. The martyrdom of Saint Philomena is remembered and venerated as a testament to the strength of faith and divine intervention. Despite being an unknown young girl, Philomena became a figure of great inspiration and devotion in the Catholic Church. The name Philomena has a special and profound meaning. In Greek, Philomena means lover of strength. This name is fitting for the young martyr, who demonstrated extraordinary strength in her faith and devotion to God, even in the face of the greatest adversities. When Philomena's relics were discovered, the inscribed name Pax Tecum Philomena indicated peace and strength, symbolizing the eternal peace that Philomena achieved through her unwavering faith. This name became a symbol of hope and strength for many faithful who seek her intercession. Philomena's choice of this name, if true, highlights her commitment to God and her determination to live a life of purity and faith. The strength she showed during her martyrdom reflects the power of the name she bore, making her a brilliant example of faith for all. The veneration of Saint Philomena under this specific name also helped solidify her identity among the saints of the Church. The name Philomena became synonymous with miracles, strength, and powerful intercession, reinforcing the devotion of the faithful over the years. Today, Saint Philomena is remembered not only for her actions and miracles, but also for the power of her name. Philomena resonates as a symbol of faith and strength, inspiring those who face difficulties to keep their faith and seek divine intercession. From a very young age, Philomena made a vow of chastity, promising to dedicate her life entirely to God. This commitment was very serious and reflected her deep faith and devotion. The vow of chastity meant that Philomena chose to remain pure and not marry, dedicating her entire life to spirituality. This courageous decision put Philomena on a difficult path, especially when Emperor Diocletian became interested in her. He was captivated by her beauty and wanted to make her his wife. However, Philomena stood firm in her vow, rejecting all of the emperor's offers and promises. Diocletian could not understand how a young girl could refuse the wealth and power he offered. His anger grew as Philomena continued to reject his proposals. For her, keeping her commitment to God was more important than anything earthly that the emperor could offer. Philomena's refusal resulted in her imprisonment and subsequent martyrdom. Even in the face of threats and violence, she did not yield. Her faithfulness to God and her vow of chastity are impressive examples of dedication and courage, inspiring many to keep their promises of faith. Philomena's vow of chastity is one of the most remarkable aspects of her story. It exemplifies the depth of her devotion and the strength of her faith, serving as a powerful testimony for all the faithful who face temptations and challenges in their spiritual lives. After repeatedly rejecting Emperor Diocletian's marriage proposals, Philomena was imprisoned. In prison, she faced many sufferings and tortures for her faith. Diocletian hoped that physical pain would make her change her mind and renounce her vow of chastity. Philomena was severely scourged, a cruel punishment intended to break her resistance. However, despite the terrible pain, she remained firm in her faith and commitment to God. Her courage in the face of suffering impressed even her captors. In addition to being scourged, Philomena was subjected to other tortures. She was tied to an anchor and thrown into the Tiber River, but miraculously survived, rescued by angels who brought her back to the shore. This event only strengthened her faith and conviction that God was by her side. Philomena's persistence enraged Diocletian, who ordered new forms of torture. She was shot with arrows, but again miraculously survived. Despite all the suffering, Philomena did not waver. Her resilience and unwavering faith in the midst of pain and suffering are powerful testimonies of her devotion. Her trials in prison highlight the extraordinary strength that faith can provide, inspiring many to keep their faith in times of adversity. Philomena's sufferings in prison were accompanied by miracles and divine interventions that evidenced God's protection over her. After being thrown into the river with an anchor tied around her neck, she was miraculously saved by angels who brought her back to the shore, safe and sound. This miracle not only saved her life, but also reinforced her faith and conviction that God was always by her side. Philomena's survival was seen as a divine sign, showing that her sacrifice and devotion did not go unnoticed by God. These miraculous events not only protected Philomena but also spread her fame, The stories of her miraculous survivals reached many, inspiring the faith and devotion of countless faithful. Philomena became a symbol of hope and unwavering faith, showing that divine protection is real and powerful. The divine intervention in Philomena's life is a testimony to God's goodness and mercy. These miracles serve as a reminder that, even in the greatest adversities, true faith can bring protection and hope. Saint Philomena is known for many miracles, both during her life and after her death. Devotion to her grew enormously due to the numerous reports of miracles attributed to her intercession. People from all over came to seek her help and prayers. A notable miracle was the healing of a young blind man who visited the sanctuary of Saint Philomena in Magnano del Cardinale. After praying for the saint's intercession, he regained his sight. This miracle attracted even more attention and devotion to the saint. The miracles attributed to Saint Philomena are numerous and varied. From physical healings to interventions in desperate situations, her intercession has been a source of hope for many. The stories of miracles continue to spread, increasing the faith of those who believe in her power. The devotion to Saint Philomena is living proof that faith and prayer can result in real miracles. Her life and the miracles she performed continue to inspire and strengthen the faith of many faithful around the world. Popular devotion to Saint Philomena grew rapidly after the discovery of her relics and the many miracles attributed to her intercession. People from all over began to visit her sanctuary in Magnano del Cardinale, Italy, to pray and seek her help. Devotion to Saint Philomena spread throughout Europe and eventually around the world. Churches and chapels were dedicated to her, and her name became synonymous with hope and miracles. The faithful firmly believed in the power of her intercession in times of need. Pope Pius IX was one of the great advocates of devotion to Saint Philomena. He himself attributed the healing of a serious illness to the saint's intercession and promoted her devotion among the faithful. This papal support helped solidify Saint Philomena's place in the Catholic faith. In addition to churches and chapels, many Catholic homes also adopted the devotion to Saint Philomena. Domestic altars with images and relics of the saint became common, and prayers to her were recited regularly. Her image became a symbol of faith and hope. Popular devotion to Saint Philomena is a testimony to the power of faith and prayer. Her story continues to inspire and strengthen the faith of many, showing that even an unknown young martyr can have a profound impact on the lives of millions of faithful. The Catholic Church's recognition of devotion to Saint Philomena was a crucial step in solidifying her position among the saints. At first, there was some hesitation due to the lack of detailed historical records about her life. However, the numerous miracles and popular devotion were decisive factors. In 1837, Pope Gregory XVI officially declared Saint Philomena a martyr and included her in the liturgical calendar. This decision reflected the strong popular devotion and the documented miracles attributed to her intercession. This official recognition by the Church was an important milestone for the devotees of Saint Philomena. Later popes continued to promote devotion to Saint Philomena. Pope Leo XIII, for example, encouraged the construction of altars in her honor and recommended the practice of devotion to her. This continuous support from the Church hierarchy further solidified her position as a central figure of faith. The official recognition by the Church not only validated popular devotion but also encouraged more faithful to seek the intercession of Saint Philomena. Her example of faith and courage continues to inspire millions of people worldwide, showing the enduring power of her intercession. The parish of Magnano del Cardinale, in a small town in Italy, became the center of devotion to Saint Philomena. After the discovery of her relics in Rome, they were transferred to this town, where many miracles began to occur. The local parish became a place of pilgrimage and fervent devotion. The Church of Our Lady of Grace in Magnano del Cardinale houses the relics of Saint Philomena. Since the arrival of the relics, the Church has witnessed countless healings and graces attributed to the saint's intercession. This sacred place attracts pilgrims from all over the world who come seeking miracles and blessings. Local priests played an important role in promoting devotion to Saint Philomena. They documented the miracles and testimonies of faith, helping to spread the fame of the saint. The parish became a center of prayer and hope, where the faithful come to seek comfort and divine intervention. In addition to the relics, the parish also possesses many artifacts and images dedicated to Saint Philomena. These sacred objects serve as focal points of devotion, where pilgrims can offer their prayers and petitions. The atmosphere of faith and reverence in the parish is palpable, creating a powerful spiritual environment. Magnano del Cardinale remains a place of great importance for the devotees of Saint Philomena. The parish not only preserves her relics, but also keeps the flame of devotion and faith alive, attracting more and more faithful seeking miracles and blessings. Pope Leo XIII was one of the greatest promoters of devotion to Saint Philomena. He recognized the importance of the saint in the lives of the faithful and encouraged the practice of devotion to her. During his pontificate, Leo XIII made many efforts to promote the cult of Saint Philomena and acknowledge her miracles. Leo XIII recommended that altars be built in honor of Saint Philomena in all churches. He firmly believed in the power of her intercession and wanted more people to have access to her protection and blessings. This papal recommendation helped to spread devotion to Saint Philomena even further. In addition to encouraging the construction of altars, Leo XIII also promoted the practice of prayer to Saint Philomena. He emphasized the importance of asking for the saint's intercession in times of need and encouraged the faithful to maintain constant devotion to her. His words and actions had a significant impact on the expansion of devotion. Leo XIII also acknowledged the many miracles attributed to Saint Philomena. He supported the documentation of these events and encouraged the faithful to share their testimonies of faith. This papal recognition helped to validate the experiences of the devotees and further strengthen faith in Saint Philomena's intercession. Pope Leo XII's devotion to Saint Philomena was a powerful example for the faithful. His continued promotion of the saint and his support for the miracles attributed to her helped solidify her position as a central figure of faith and devotion in the Catholic Church. Although Saint Philomena was declared a martyr by Pope Gregory XVI in 1837, she never underwent the formal canonization process. However, popular devotion and the many miracles attributed to her intercession made her widely recognized as a saint by the faithful. Gregory XVI's declaration of martyrdom was an important acknowledgement, validating the growing devotion to Saint Philomena. This papal act was based on the numerous miracles and fervent popular devotion, even without formal canonization. Philomena was included in the liturgical calendar, officially becoming a venerated martyr. The lack of a formal canonization process did not diminish the faith of the devotees. The Catholic Church recognized Philomena's sanctity through her actions and miracles, and subsequent popes continued to promote her devotion. Faith and devotion to Saint Philomena transcended the need for formal recognition. The continuous miracles and the support of the popes over the years solidified Saint Philomena's status as a powerful intercessor. Her story of courage and faith, along with the miraculous healings, made her a beloved figure in the Catholic Church, respected and venerated by many. Today, Saint Philomena is celebrated for her life of purity and sacrifice. Her story continues to inspire many faithful, and devotion to her remains strong worldwide. The absence of formal canonization does not diminish the impact of her life and the miracles she continues to perform. Saint Philomena plays an important role in Catholic faith, especially as an intercessor in difficult and desperate cases. Her story of unwavering faith and the many miracles attributed to her intercession make her a central figure for many faithful who seek help in times of need. Devotion to Saint Philomena is an example of how faith can bring comfort and hope. The faithful see her as a protector and spiritual friend who is always ready to intercede with God on their behalf. This personal and intimate relationship with the saint strengthens the faith and spirituality of many. In addition to being a powerful intercessor, Saint Philomena also serves as a model of purity and devotion. Her decision to make a vow of chastity and her courage in maintaining that vow even unto death are inspirations for many faithful. Her life is an example of how to live a life dedicated to God. Saint Philomena is frequently invoked in times of crisis when the faithful feel hopeless. Her stories of miracles and divine interventions are a constant reminder that faith can overcome any obstacle. Trust in her intercession brings comfort and peace to troubled hearts. The role of Saint Philomena in the Catholic faith is a testimony to the power of devotion and intercession. Her life and the miracles she continues to perform show that, through faith, it is possible to find strength and hope even in the most difficult situations. Saint Philomena is also remembered in celebrations and festivals. Many communities around the world hold feasts in her honor, with processions, masses, and other religious activities. These celebrations are moments of great faith and unity, where the faithful can express their devotion and gratitude. Prayer and devotion to Saint Philomena are common practices among the faithful who seek her intercession. Many people pray novenas, rosaries, and other specific prayers dedicated to the saint, asking for her help in times of need and thanking her for the graces received. One of the most well-known prayers is the novena to Saint Philomena, which is prayed for 9 consecutive days. This novena is especially powerful and has been associated with many miracles and graces. The devotees believe that through this prayer, Saint Philomena intercedes directly with God on their behalf. In addition to the novena, there are many other prayers dedicated to Saint Philomena. The faithful frequently pray to her for healing, protection, and spiritual strength. These prayers are a way to express their faith and trust in the saint's intercession. The feast of Saint Philomena is celebrated with great devotion and joy by the faithful around the world. Traditionally, her feast is commemorated on August 11th, a date that celebrates her memory and miracles. This date is marked by various religious and community activities. In the parishes and sanctuaries dedicated to Saint Philomena, the celebration includes solemn masses, processions, and novenas. The faithful participate in large numbers, demonstrating their devotion and gratitude for the saint's intercession. These celebrations are moments of faith and unity, strengthening the religious community. Magnano del Cardinale, where her relics are kept, becomes a center of pilgrimage during her feast. Thousands of devotees from around the world visit the town to participate in the celebrations and venerate the saint's relics. This annual event is a testament to the ongoing devotion and importance of Saint Philomena in the Catholic faith. The Feast of Saint Philomena is a time of renewal of faith and celebration of the miracles she continues to perform. Through these commemorations, the faithful express their love and gratitude for the saint, reinforcing their commitment to faith and devotion to her. The legacy of Saint Philomena remains strong and influential in the lives of Catholic faithful around the world. Her story of courage, faith, and miracles serves as a constant source of inspiration and hope for many. Devotion to her remains alive, showing the lasting influence of her life and intercession. Many faithful continue to report miracles and graces attributed to the intercession of Saint Philomena. These modern testimonies reinforce the belief in the power of her intercession and keep her relevant in the spiritual lives of many. Her influence is felt in times of need when the faithful seek her help and protection. The shrines and parishes dedicated to Saint Philomena continue to be places of pilgrimage and prayer. These sacred places attract faithful who come seeking blessings and miracles. The spiritual presence of Saint Philomena is strongly felt in these sanctuaries, providing comfort and hope to visitors. The legacy of Saint Philomena is a powerful testimony to the lasting impact of her life and faith. Her story continues to inspire and strengthen the faithful, showing that through faith and devotion, it is possible to overcome challenges and achieve miracles. Saint Philomena remains a central figure of faith and hope in the Catholic Church. Thank you for making it this far. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone who, like you, also seeks to live holiness every day. God bless you. Saint Philomena, pray for us.